How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. In this video, we are going to talk about the clay golem, go over the basics, kind of talk about the class in general. This is kind of the clay golem and the stone golem because they're practically identical, so we're kind of doing a 2-in-1 combo pack. In my opinion, a little bit underwhelming for the most part as far as a class goes, but hey, we're going to go over it real quick anyway, just so you get an idea. So just like any monster class, the birds get very excited when I talk about monsters. They get a little loud, and like any other monster class, they don't get access to equipment or weapons, and this guy doesn't get any kind of spells, which kind of stinks. So what do we have going for him? Well, the main benefit that a golem has, you know, I mean, it's kind of like a griffin in a way, except obviously it's slower and bigger. They can take hits. Their vitality is really high. As you can see, the three I have here, they have 230 vitality. Very easy, high vitality. It's actually higher than almost every other unit in my party. Except the dragons. On par with dragons. Higher than the cockatrice, higher than the octopus. You know, higher than my griffins, I would assume. Yep, higher than the griffins. You know, so they do have the tanky nature to them. They can take hits, you know, they can take some punishment. You know, it's all good, you know, what they can do with that. But at the end of the day, that's really all they really got going for them. And, you know, I'm trying to, like, not hate on the golem, but I don't know if you'd really want to use them too much, but let's go over what they got. Skill selection is, it's alright. It's all more than I thought they would get. I was a fan of pincer attack, but, like, to make it work, you gotta have everybody run it, and it's not always viable on units, and it's not available on every unit. So we don't really do pincer attack around here much anymore. But, you know, it's fun. It's a fun little thing to do. Then we got, I can't even click, man. We got Steadfast, which immunity to knockback. We got Rampart Aura. Rampart Aura is good. Like I said, clay golems can make a front line and hold a front line pretty well, I guess. I mean, honestly, I would use a clay golem over a knight. But, that's a different video, using a golem over a knight. We got Cruelest Cut, which is one of their starter abilities you'll get early on at lower levels. You know, it's just a short range attack, slashing damage to a target, has a chance to stun. Then we'll get Granite Fist, single target with, you know, crushing damage, nothing really special. This one's a little interesting. Haven's Tier. Oh, Tear. Oh man, we just can't talk in the morning. A medium range attack that deals crushing damage to multiple targets. So, you know, it does shockwaves. It's kind of nice. It's an AoE, you know, physical attack, which is pretty nice. And then Raven's Eye, a short range attack that deals crushing damage to multiple targets. So we got a couple AoEs that the birds like. You know, a couple AoEs. And, you know, that's what you need. That's all you need at the end of the day. Rampart Shadow, I'm not a fan of Rampart Shadow, but hey, you know, you can make it work under certain conditions. Here's a good one. So Gordon's Lock, or as I like to call it, Gordon Lock. What it does is, it basically is Phalanx, but for a golem. Reduces HP damage taken until next turn by 80%. This unit cannot make counterattacks. So here we go. We have the Knight's signature ability that makes them special right here on the golem. Dash. I think Dash is kind of useful on this class because it's already really slow, so if you get a Dash proc, that helps. And then we got Broaden Force, which increases Rampart Aura by 1 rank until next turn. Yeah, you know, you're gonna probably run Rampart Aura, so you know you could put this in instead of Dash. But I think this is a key ability, basically Phalanx, that you should run on the golem because they're pretty much meant to be a frontline tanky unit, and this just makes them more tanky. And you know, honestly, I would say this is what makes the knight good, I guess, and tanky. So you kind of got a little bit of a knight here, and it helps, you know, and he's got some good abilities that can help as well. Fortunately, he doesn't have finishers for a weapon like a knight would have, but I feel like a golem can do a little bit more damage than a knight. But at the end of the day, it is kind of underwhelming, the golem is, and you know what, as much as I don't find a knight very useful all the time, I don't really find the golem very useful all the time either. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys will have to let me know what you think. If any of you guys use golems, are you a golem master? Do you just love golems, run them in every game? I mean, you know, the iron golem's a little different than the clay golem, and there's a couple other golems out there, so this is just the the clay and the stone. But I mean, the other ones really aren't all that different either. Some are a little bit more caster heavy, I guess. But I almost don't even know if I could recommend it over a knight. It's just an alternative to a knight, I guess. Is it better? I couldn't really tell you, honestly. I don't really hold the knight in high regard, honestly, anyway. So I would say, if you don't want to run knights, run a clay golem, I guess, or a stone golem. These are literally the same unit, so I don't know why they just have a different head on. But yeah, the golem's a little underwhelming, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little underwhelming. As far as like non-human beastie units go, like, you know, it's probably down there at the bottom of the list, close. I mean, dragon's better, a cockatrice is better, a griffin's better, a hydra's better. You know, I mean, but they do have the tank. They can take some hits. They got a respectable HP pool. So, you know, they're not totally useless. But my overall advice and tips for this is use it if you want, but I don't think you need a golem. I really don't. I don't think you need to recruit a golem. I don't think you need them. I mean, I can't really give you too many tips or tricks for them because there really isn't much to them. So hopefully this video gave you an idea, though. Maybe you guys, like I said, maybe some people out there are golem connoisseurs. They are golem enjoyers, and they know how to make it work. But at the end of the day, it's just a tanky unit to throw on the field. It ain't going to be horrible. It's going to do what it does. I'd much rather throw like a dragon out there, but or even possibly a knight. But you let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the golem? What's your advice? Any tips, tricks you have for it? I would love to know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Later, guys. Peace.